When it comes to showing appreciation, the gift you choose says everything. Minky Couture luxury blankets make the perfect statement. Soft, stylish, and unforgettable. Whether you're thanking a client, rewarding an employee, or celebrating a milestone, nothing delivers warmth and gratitude like a Minky blanket. With custom options and elegant packaging, your gift will stand out and be remembered long after the moment has passed. Make your corporate gifting extraordinary with Minky Couture. Luxury you can feel. Visit minkycouture.com to get started.
Now, as gunshots echo across the wind-swept, snow-covered reaches of the wild Northwest, Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, the breakfast cereal shot from guns, present Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. It's Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog of the Northwest, breaking the trail for Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police in his relentless pursuit of lawbreakers.
On King! On you huskies!
Gold discovered in the Yukon. A stampede to the Klondike and the wild race for riches. Back to the days of the gold rush with Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, bringing you the adventures of Sergeant Preston and his wonder dog, Yukon King, as they meet the challenge of the Yukon. There's no one that can make a better cereal than Quaker Puffed Wheat. It's neat, and when you hear the shootin', you're darn tootin' that Quaker makes the ones shot from guns. Well, fellas and girls, Sergeant Preston, Yukon King, and all of us want to welcome you back. Hope you had a good vacation and are all set to hear some thrilling tales of the gold rush days in the rugged Yukon. And say, the more you hear about the great Northwest Mountie, Sergeant Preston, and his strength and stamina, the more you want to be like him. And here's a tip. Eat a good breakfast every morning. Be sure to have a heaping bowl full of delicious, crisp Quaker Puffed Wheat or rice. Top it with milk and sliced bananas or other fruit. And boy, oh boy, you'll feel like you can take on any desperado in the Yukon. Start tomorrow morning to eat the ones shot from guns. Swell-tasting Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice. Late one afternoon in September, Constable Downey entered the office of the inspector at the Northwest Mounted Police Post, located in White Pass, the gateway to the Yukon.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Constable Downey. I have an assignment for you.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Preston is returning from his leave. He'll arrive in Skagway tomorrow morning on the city of Portland.
It'll be good to have him back.
It will indeed. Take 2 extra horses with you. One for the sergeant, his own, of course, Rex, and another for the prisoner he's bringing back from San Francisco.
Prisoner?
Matt Shane.
Shane? He's wanted for the Crawford murder in Dawson.
Exactly. The sergeant was visiting friends in San Francisco, and he had a hunch that Shane might be found there. So we couldn't resist the temptation of going to work.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
His vacation turned into a busman's holiday. He started looking for Shane, found him, and with the help of the San Francisco police, Shane was taken into custody.
Good.
There was an extradition hearing, and now the sergeant is bringing him back here for trial. Now, about tomorrow, Donnie.
Yes, sir?
As I told you, the sergeant's ship is docking at Skagway. That's only a few miles from here at the foot of the pass. But it's American territory, and we have no authority there. You'll have to get permission from the town marshal to carry a gun.
Yes, sir.
You may need it. The marshal's finding it difficult to preserve law and order. Shane has friends in Skagway, and there may be trouble getting him from the ship up here.
We'll be on the lookout for it.
Well, I'd suggest that you leave at once and spend the night in one of the hotels near the harbor. The ship's due in at daybreak.
Very well. Inspector, I wonder if I might take someone else with me.
I can't spare another man.
Oh, not a man. I was thinking of King, the sergeant's dog.
Oh.
I'm sure you've noticed him, sir. He's grieving. This has been the longest he and the sergeant have ever been separated, and, well, have you noticed his eyes?
Indeed, I have.
It would be a shame to delay his reunion with the sergeant any longer than was necessary.
I agree, Downey. Take him with you.
Thank you, sir.
During the summer, King had accompanied Downey on several trips. And when he saw the constable leading Rex from his stall, he raced toward them.
Well, hello, King. I've been looking for you. Oh, there's good news, boy. The sergeant's coming home.
King understood his master's name and the word home. In spite of the evidence of sight and scent, a wild hope took possession of him. Could it be the sergeant was somewhere around? He looked to the right and left. Then he whirled and ran to the end of the stable yard, looking down the trail that led to Skagway and the sea, the direction in which the sergeant had disappeared 3 months before. There was no sign of him. The constable called to him.
Come back here, King.
King trotted back, his eyes intent on the constable's face, trying hard to understand.
He isn't here yet, King, but he will be soon. We're going down to Skagway to meet him. You'll see him tomorrow. Yes, boy, I know. You've missed him a lot, haven't you?
The constable reached Skagway at 9 o'clock that evening. There was room for his horses in the stable at the rear of his hotel, and he left King there with Rex. Then he started out to find the town marshal in order to get permission to carry a gun the following day. But Skagway's only lawman was not in his office, and Downey was told that he was making a tour of the waterfront cafes. At a corner table in one of them, Slick Daniels and Bart Nielsen, a brute of a man, were talking in guarded tones.
Well, go on, Slick. I'm always interested in earning $500.
Good. I got a letter from Dirk Gordon a week ago.
Yeah, he's in Frisco.
Yeah. Matt Shane was picked up there. Sergeant Preston's bringing him back here for trial.
It's a tough break.
He's due to arrive here tomorrow morning on the city of Portland.
Uh-huh.
Dirk will be on board, too. He's shipping as a member of the crew. He'll give us a signal when the sergeant's just about ready to bring Matt ashore.
And what happened?
We'll take care of the sergeant as soon as he steps off the gangplank. I've got a fast motorboat a few piers down. We'll get Matt to it and head for Juneau. I've got a friend who owns a schooner there. He's all ready to set sail for Tahiti.
Oh, just a few questions.
All right, shoot.
Who takes care of Sergeant Preston?
I do.
You? How?
With a gun.
Oh. Then, how do I earn my 500?
There'll be a crowd on the dock. You're to make sure no one tries to stop Dirk and Matt and me from getting away.
Clear the road, hmm?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, don't you worry. Nobody'll try to stop you with me around. When do I get paid?
Dirk has the money. He'll pay you just before we leave in the motorboat, or you can come to Juneau with us if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Hey,
What's the matter?
look who just walked in.
A Mountie. What are you worried about? That isn't Preston.
I know who it is. His name is Downey. My bets are he's here to meet the sergeant.
Sounds likely.
It's bad. With two of them guarding Matt, it'll be a lot tougher to get him away.
You want to invest another 100?
What?
Give me another 100 and I'll put this red coat out of commission for you.
How?
Never mind. Is it a deal?
Yeah.
You watch.
Constable Downey shouldered his way through the crowd in the cafe, looking for the marshal. When he failed to find him, he started back toward the door. But Bart Nielsen stepped in front of him.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm leaving.
What's the matter? Don't you like our company?
I'm looking for the marshal. He isn't here, so I'm leaving.
What's the idea of wearing that uniform down here?
Your government doesn't object to my wearing it.
Well, I don't see eye to eye with my government on a lot of things. I don't like your uniform, and I don't like your face.
If you don't mind, I'm leaving.
But I do mind. You're not going anywhere. I don't like your face. When I don't like a face, I change it to suit me, like this.
Bart swung with his left. The constable ducked, but the big man followed up his left with a right. That caught Downey on the side of the head. The constable crashed into a table, and Bart followed up his advantage. Downey evaded his first swing, and getting in close, drove lefts and rights to Bart's midsection. The big man was forced back against the bar. His hand reached out to steady himself, and he touched a bottle. He grabbed it firmly and brought it down on the constable's head. The policeman dropped to the floor, and in the next instant, the owner of the cafe was around the bar.
Hey, what's the idea of hitting him with that bottle,
I
Bart?
thought he was going for his gun.
He isn't even wearing a gun. How bad is he hurt?
He's all right. I didn't hit him hard.
I ought to have the marshal put you in jail.
Yeah. A good customer like me? You wouldn't turn me in, Jake.
Just because you're big, you think you can make trouble whenever you want to. Well, I'm sick and tired of it. I ought to
Will
call
you
it...
keep your shirt on? I know that guy. Slick and I'll take him to his hotel. We'll bring him around. I'll apologize. It'll be all right. There's no need for you to get mixed up in.
All right. Now get him out of here. Get him out of here fast.
Sure. Come on.
Need any help?
Come on. No. I can carry him. Come on. Well, should I dump him in the harbor?
No. Someone's sure to be watching us. We'll take him to my cabin. Follow me.
It was at that moment that King, who had been sleeping just outside Rex's stall, woke with a start. He jumped to his feet and ran to the door of the stable. It was padlocked from the outside. The stableman was having a late supper. There was no chance for King to get out until he returned. It was also at that moment that Sergeant Preston, on board the City of Portland, knocked at the door of the captain's cabin.
Oh, it's you, Sergeant.
Yes, Captain. I've just been talking with a mate. He tells me that we'll clear the entrance to Skagway Harbor in less than half an hour.
That's correct.
But that you don't intend to bring the ship into the docks until dawn.
It's too dark at night. We'll drop anchor just inside the harbor.
I see. I just had another look at the man in 405.
Oh, how is he?
I'm sure of it now. It's appendicitis acute. He should be operated on as quickly as possible.
And to save his life, we should dock the ship.
Not if you believe it's dangerous, Captain. I can take him ashore in a small boat.
There is a doctor in Skagway who's qualified to operate.
Yes, Dr. Carson, a good friend of mine.
Good. I'll make arrangements for the Jacob's ladder to be dropped and the boat to be lowered as soon as we anchor.
Thank you, Captain. I'll see that the patient is moved to the boat deck.
Fine.
Sergeant, I heard you talking to the captain.
Yes?
I'm off duty now. I'll be glad to row you ashore and give you a hand with a sick man.
Well, thanks. But, of course, we'd have to get the captain's permission.
I'll fix that up right now.
Very well. If you'll meet me down at 405.
Sure thing. Will you be taking your prisoner ashore with you, Sergeant?
No, he'll stay in the brig until the ship docks. I'll be coming back here tonight.
I see.
Oh, by the way, what's your name?
Gordon, Sergeant. They call me Dirk Gordon.
We'll continue our adventure in just a moment. Do you know what I've got in my hands right now? I've got those new packages of Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice. The big packages with a gun on the front. And the reason I'm holding these packages is because I want to tell you fellas and girls something about the famous Smilin' Quaker Man, who's also on the front of these packages. You know, he's your guarantee that you're getting the original, crisp, fresh, shot-from-gun cereal.
My, but you're flattering.
Yes, like I say. Who said that?
Why, I did.
You. Well, who are you?
Why, I'm the Quaker Man on the package. You were just talking about me.
Well, I was, but, gee, I never expected you to say anything.
Well, I don't often, though I like to.
You do?
Yes. I like to say good morning to all the boys and girls and their families when they have me on their breakfast table.
Well, that would be nice. But look, why not say hello now?
fine idea. Hello, boys and girls. When you see me smiling at you from the package, that's my way of saying good morning. And once more, I'm mighty glad to see you enjoy those breakfasts of Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice.
Yes, fellas and girls, they're the world's tastiest breakfast. Delicious, ready-to-serve wheat or rice shot from guns. Just remember, to get these crisp, tender, king-size grains exploded up to 8 times normal size, look for the big packages with a smiling Quaker man on the front. He's your guarantee that you're getting the original, the one and only Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice. The breakfast cereal shot from guns. Now to continue. As soon as the city of Portland dropped anchor, Sergeant Preston, with Dirk Gordon's assistance, took the sick man from the ship to Dr. Carson's home in Skagway. Meanwhile, at the hotel where Constable Downey had registered, the stableman returned from his supper. When he opened the stable door, King slipped out. Somehow he knew that his friend, Constable Downey, was in trouble. He picked up the constable's scent, followed it to the marshal's office, down to the waterfront, then through a series of alleys to Slick Daniel's cabin. He circled it, growling low in his throat. At the doctor's home, the sergeant talked with Dirk Gordon.
Oh, Gordon, the doctor decided to operate at once, and he wants me to help with the anesthetic.
Oh, chloroform, huh?
Yes.
Sergeant, I can't stand the smell of that stuff. Will it be all right if I wait for you down by the boat?
Well, that will be fine.
I'll see you later.
From the doctor's, Dirk went directly to Slick Daniel's cabin. King saw him enter and caught a glimpse of Constable Downey lying on the floor, bound and gagged. The door was closed and barred. King raised his nose to the sky and howled. But suddenly, his despair changed to excitement. There is a quality in a dog's love which provides him with a special instinct in everything concerning his master. King had received no message from his senses, and yet he knew, and his heart was filled with the knowledge that the sergeant was somewhere in the town. He raced toward the main street. It took over half an hour of frantic searching before he located Dr. Carson's home. He threw himself against the door. In the living room, with the operation successfully completed, the sergeant was putting on his tunic.
King!
King jumped up, and the sergeant hugged him close.
King, old boy, have you come all the way from White Pass to meet me? Are you absent without leave?
But in spite of his great joy at seeing his master once more, King didn't forget for a moment that the constable needed help. He pulled away from the sergeant and ran a few steps down the street, begging the sergeant to follow him.
Well, there's something wrong. All right, King, I'll go with you. Thanks for everything, Doctor. I'm on my way.
When they reached Slick Daniel's cabin, there was no light showing. The sergeant knocked on the door. There was a faint sound inside. The sergeant opened the door. The moon, showing for a moment through the clouds, revealed Constable Downey, dressed in a blue shirt and dungarees, lying on the floor, bound and gagged.
Downey, I'll get this gag out of your mouth first. There.
Thanks.
Oh, what happened to you?
I came down here to meet you.
Oh, still, while I cut these ropes.
I was looking for the marshal to get permission to carry arms. A big bruiser called Nielsen picked a fight with me in a cafe and knocked me out. He and a friend of his called Slick Daniels brought me here. They're planning to help Matt Shane escape.
There. Matt's still locked up in the brig aboard ship.
I know all about it.
How?
A sailor came here about half an hour ago from the ship. He said he'd come ashore with you.
Gordon.
That's the name, a friend of Shane's. He's the one who's paying Daniels and Nielsen to arrange his escape.
Paying Daniels and Nielsen. No wonder he was so anxious to come ashore with me. Have you any idea where they are now?
Yes, I know just what they're planning.
Let's have it.
Daniels is wearing my uniform. He has a motor launch. He and Gordon are going out to the ship in it. Daniels means to tell the captain that you've sent him for Matt.
I'm getting back fast. You get the marshal and bring him out to the ship.
I'd better come with you.
No, we'll need the marshal's authority, and he has a motorboat. We'll need that, too. In case I don't get back in time to stop the captain from turning Shane over to Daniels, we'll have to follow them.
All right, I'll get the marshal. But there's one more thing.
What?
They left Nielsen on shore down at the waterfront. He has orders to stop you from going out to the ship.
Let him try it. Come on, King.
A few minutes later, the sergeant and King reached the dock where the small boat from the steamer had been tied. The huge figure of a man stepped from the shadows to bar their way.
Sergeant Preston, huh?
So you're Nielsen.
Yeah. How come you know my name?
The constable told me.
Oh, so you found him.
Yes. Now that I've found you, it gives me a chance to even the score.
Come on, Redcoat, I'll beat you to a pulp. How's this for a starter?
If Bart's first blow had landed, he might have made good his boast. But the sergeant dropped his shoulder and Bart missed. Then the sergeant went to work, and the fury of his attack drove Bart back from the dock until a warehouse cut off any further retreat. By that time, he could do no more than try to defend himself. His defense was futile. Driven by the need for speed, the sergeant dropped the big man's guard with a blow to the midsection. Then he crashed a right to the jaw. Bart sagged to the ground. A few seconds later, his hands were handcuffed behind him, and the sergeant issued an order.
Stay here, King. Guard him.
On board the city of Portland, Dirk Gordon had taken Slick Daniels to the captain's cabin.
Yes? A Northwest Mounted policeman to see you, sir.
Right, I'm coming. I'm Constable Downey, Captain. I have a message from Sergeant Preston.
How's the patient?
Oh, he's all right. They're operating.
You said a message.
Yes, I'm to take his prisoner ashore. I believe you have the key to the brig.
That's true. I suppose you have a written order from the sergeant.
No, I don't.
Well, I'd prefer one.
But I have instructions.
I'm sure the sergeant will understand. When the prisoner was delivered into my custody for the duration of the trip, I signed a paper acknowledging my responsibility. I must have a release from the sergeant. It'll take only a few minutes to return to shore and get it.
Inside, Captain.
What? Back?
Don't raise your voice or I'll use this gun.
You're an imposter.
Shut the door, Gordon.
Yeah.
Where's the key to the brig?
This is an act of piracy. And you, Gordon, you're a mutineer.
Your keys.
I have no intention of giving you my keys.
They're probably in his desk.
I warn you, Gordon.
Shut up. Yeah, here they are.
For the last time.
The last time, all right. I'm going to stick a towel in your mouth and tie you up.
Don't say it, do it.
Right.
Minutes later, the sergeant climbed aboard the steamer. First, he went to his stateroom and buckled on his gun belt. Then he hurried to the captain's cabin. There was no answer to his knock, and he looked through the porthole. He could see a dim shape on the floor. He set his shoulder against the door. It gave way, and then...
I'll have you free in a moment, Captain.
Pirates. Mutineers.
I gather Gordon and a man wearing a policeman's uniform have paid you a visit.
They took my keys. They've gone to release your prisoner.
They're still on board. Their motor launch is tied to the foot of the Jacob's ladder.
Why didn't you set it adrift? Then they'd have no way to leave.
It might be better to let them get clear of the ship, Captain.
Why? If you don't mind your prisoner escaping, that's your business. But I intend to make sure that pirate and that mutineer get 20 years.
I didn't say we let them escape, Captain. They're armed, though. If there were a gunfight on board this ship, a great many innocent people might be hurt.
I intend to stop them. Look, there they are, near the bottom of the ladder. They're stepping into their launch. Give me your gun, Sergeant.
They'll not get away.
They're casting off.
And the tide will take them in toward shore.
That's a motorboat.
It was. Look, Captain, here comes another motorboat. The Marshal and Constable Downey are in it. Yes, and King and Nielsen, too. I'm going over the side. I want to be at the foot of the ladder when the Marshal's boat comes alongside.
You'd better catch those crooks.
Don't worry.
When the marshal's motorboat edged up to the foot of the Jacob's ladder, the sergeant jumped aboard.
Full speed ahead, Marshal.
You were too late, Sergeant. Their trick worked. They got away with Shane.
Not quite. That's their boat over to the right.
I know that launch. It's faster than this one.
Not tonight, it isn't.
Well, their motor isn't going. They're drifting.
A motor needs spark plugs, Downey. I borrowed theirs.
You what?
I took them as I came aboard the ship. Shall we circle the launch, Marshal, and give them a chance to surrender before we open fire?
One chance, that's all.
Ahoy there! You're under arrest.
Get your hands up!
There's your answer.
I'll leave the shooting to you and the constable, Sergeant. I'll have to keep my hands on the wheel.
The marshal handled his boat with skill and made sure that the criminals in the launch had the worst possible target.
Let them have it!
First Daniel stopped the bullet, then Shane and Gordon lost all desire to fight.
Don't shoot anymore. This is murder.
Up with your hands!
All right, I got him up.
He has, too. But all that's left to do, Marshal, is give them a tow.
Where to? Back to the ship?
Yes, the captain intends to charge Daniels with piracy and Gordon with mutiny. I'd better give Shane some first aid or I'll never get him to Dawson.
Good enough, Sergeant. That big hug Nielsen in the bottom of the boat is my prisoner. He's charged with assault, and he'll spend the next few years in my jail.
When the city of Portland made its return trip to San Francisco, Daniels and Gordon took Shane's place in the brig and faced sentences of 20 years on their arrival in California. Conviction was certain. Bart Nielsen went to jail in Skagway for his criminal assault on Constable Downey. And 2 weeks later, after Sergeant Preston had delivered Matt Shane into custody at Dawson, the headquarters, which had come to be his home, was filled with old friends anxious to welcome him back to the Yukon.
It's good to see you again, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Sergeant. Welcome back.
Thanks, Mike.
We sure missed you.
I've missed you, all of you. Hello, Tom, Bill. Good to see you, Jack.
It was some time before the sergeant was free to unsaddle Rex, give him a rub down, and turn him into his own stall.
There you are, Rex. Home at last. And glad of it, aren't you? How about you, King? Well, I feel the same way. We're together again, and I have an idea we'll be sharing a lot of excitement this winter. But there's one sure thing. Matt Shane will have no part in it. He's behind bars. The Crown Prosecutor says he'll pay for his crime, so Rex and King, we can safely say our first case is closed.
We'll return in just a moment with a word about our next exciting adventure. Say, kids, ask your mother how many times she's heard something like this at the breakfast table.
Ho-hum, same old thing to eat.
Well, here's something that'll make appetites perk up and take notice, including yours and Dad's.
Just pour out bowlfuls of delicious, crisp, tender Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice.
Top with milk or cream and sliced bananas, chilled peaches, or strawberries.
And say, when you and your family taste the toasty, nut-like flavor of the good, natural grains of wheat or rice,
the sunny, natural flavor that old Mother Nature puts into them,
you'll want this breakfast treat every morning.
Remember, there's no sugar added to Quaker puffed rice and wheat.
There's no factory sweetening.
Here's the beauty of the ones shot from guns.
You and your family can sweeten them with sugar to suit your own special taste.
So wake up your appetites every morning with the sunny, natural flavor of delicious Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice.
And remember, when you eat a better breakfast, you enjoy a better day.
The rarest of all fur-bearing creatures brought Sergeant Preston face to face with killers. And at the crucial instant, the sergeant's gun misfired. For chills and thrills, be sure to hear this next exciting adventure. These radio dramas, a feature of Sergeant Preston of the Yukon Incorporated, are created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Muir Incorporated, and directed by Fred Flowerday. Today's adventure was written by Tom Dougal. The part of Sergeant Preston is played by Brace Beamer. Sergeant Preston of the Yukon is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday at this same time by Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, the breakfast cereals shot from guns. This is Fred Foy wishing you goodbye, good luck, and good health. from Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice. So long. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.